Good morning, you two. Are you ready for your final lesson in time? I hope so. You've done so well and you've learned so much. Like I've said before, time is a really tricky concept and it's something that lots of children struggle with. So keep going, keep working hard, and you will get there. Let's have a look at our flashback for today. Here's your flashback for today. Pause the video now and give it a go. How did you get on? So how many hours are there in 2 days? That's quite a tricky one, but it is 48. Remember, there are 24 hours in one day. So if you double the 2 10s and you double the 4 1s, you get 48. Now the time shown on the clock is, of course, 10 past 10. Half of the image is shaded and double 15 is 30. Now, today is the last lesson that we're going to look at. So hours in a day. So the thing that I want you to consider are, what time do the 2 clocks show? How long does Sunil have to drink his smoothie? How many times does the minute hand travel around the clock in one day? Now, I don't know if you can see, but on the bottle here, it says that you must drink it within 24 hours of opening. Pause the video now and give it a go. So today we're learning all about hours in a day. Now you need to know that there are 24 hours in a day, and you need to understand that there are morning times and afternoon times, and you need to use this information to solve simple problems. So one thing that's really important with this is to have a go at using a manipulative clock made out of maybe a paper plate and some hands. And as you move the hands around the clock, say the times. But you might want to say 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, all the way up to lunchtime, then 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, etc. Now, if the hour hand goes around twice, I wonder how many 8 o'clock times there are in a whole day. And I wonder, when will be 24 hours from now? Could you give me a time that is more or less than 24 hours from now? And finally, have you ever seen the words 24 hours in real life? It's got some examples here: 24-hour cash, open 24 hours, open 24/7. What does that mean? So here you can see that for A, there are 24 hours in one day. However, you start at 12 o'clock midnight and you go all the way around to 12 o'clock midday. So that's the morning. Here's around lunchtime, and then after 12 o'clock midday, it goes all the way around again, back to 12 o'clock midnight. So 2 lots of 12 make 24. But the hour hand goes around twice in one day. So if you look at the time that Sunil wants to drink the smoothie, 1 o'clock, and he has to drink it 24 hours within 24 hours. So if you have a look at the time Sunil wants to drink the smoothie, if he starts at 1 o'clock, he has 24 hours. So he has until 1 o'clock the next day. However, it's currently 4 o'clock when he wants to drink it. So that is 3 hours later than he would be allowed to. So Sunil shouldn't drink the smoothie because it wouldn't be safe. It should have been used by 1 o'clock in the daytime that day. So here's your think together. So today is Tuesday. When will the postman be back? It says here on this piece of paper, I'll be back in 24 hours. So you need to have a look at the time on the clock. And then you need to think about what will be the time in 24 hours. So if today is Tuesday and it's 9:15, what time will the postman be back? Now you need to think about, how do you know when to start counting in hours? It's a little bit different to counting in minutes. What time will it be after 1 hour, 2 hours? Do you notice the pattern? To move through 24 hours, how many times will the hour hand have to travel around the clock? Do you need to count every hour? And finally, you've got these 2 questions. Now, the things that I'd like you to think about, especially when answering the challenge question, are using the information you have. Could you think of a way to solve the challenge question? Could you explain your thinking? Dexter's saying he doesn't think you can answer this question. Can you problem solve and think about what you would need to answer it? And therefore, could you answer it? Pause the video now and give these questions a go. Here are your answers. It's now time to move on to your practice books. Now, as always, the answers to these questions are going to appear at the end of the video. Please feel free to email me if you need any help. I know some parents have, and I've tried to help them where I can. But for now, pause the video and move on to page 82 in your practice books. Here are your extension questions. True or false? There are 4 half an hours in 2 hours. Of course, that's true. So here you need to draw an easy clock time and a difficult clock time. And you need to discuss what makes it easy for you and what makes it difficult for you. And finally, here are your answers. How did you get on? Remember, the best way to learn about time is to use it every day. So look at your clock at home, tell your parents, ask them what time it is, ask them questions about duration. So try and figure out, if you're going to have snack in 15 minutes, when will 15 minutes be? The more you do it, the better you'll get at it and the more natural it will become. It's just one of those things that you're going to have to keep practicing. But now you have the basics to be able to do it yourselves. I have no doubt that you'll be really successful. Now, Mr. Cook's going to be back with a new topic on Monday, and we're going to be looking all at weights, volumes, temperatures, things like that. But for now, have a wonderful weekend, stay safe, and I hope to see you again soon.